All right, we're going to analyze over 10 techniques which will allow you to enhance your prompting to the next level. We'll start from easier methods and we'll move on to more advanced methods. But first, what's prompt engineering? Well, a prompt is a set of instructions, as we have said in the last lesson. Prompt engineering is making sure that our set of instructions improves every time. And to do this, we use a variety of techniques. And the main reason this is important is because it will allow you in the long term to save time while asking information to ChatGPT. Because the thing that you need to know is that ChatGPT knows basically everything. So it's up to you to ask the right questions in the right way so that ChatGPT can give you an appropriate answer. Usually when people type a prompt, they only type the ultimate goal. So for example, it may be write a 500-word article or tell me the 5 key points which are necessary to study the Ottoman Empire. So what I do is, for example, if I type a prompt like correct the sentence I learning prompt engineering and I send it, I have only talked about the goal that I want to achieve. And in fact, ChatGPT is going to simply reply with I am learning prompt engineering. Corrected, okay? However, this response isn't complete as it's lacking some information. For example, 1. What did I type wrong? I don't really know what I've typed wrong. Now, in this case, I can clearly see it because I forgot M and misspelled engineering, which you can see visually because the sentence was a short one. But if I'm correcting a long email, I would like GPT to give me more detail on why it corrected what it corrected, so that I can improve from my mistakes on my own next time, and also make sure that ChatGPT is not doing the wrong thing. Because sometimes, even in math and physics problems, sometimes ChatGPT is slightly wrong. It does a wrong calculation, it never fills the number, so if I ask 8 times 3, it's always going to be 24. It doesn't do mathematical errors in that way, but sometimes it misunderstands a formula and stuff like that. So I want to make sure to create an extensive prompt, which I will be then able to reuse in the future, or at least copy the style, so that I will always get the responses that I want in one try instead of going back and forth with GPT. The first way of improving your prompts is extremely simple, and I will provide a couple of examples in this lesson. I will simply go ahead and add context and examples. Let's start with the context first. Instead of saying correct the sentence I learning prompt engineering, I will go ahead and say correct this sentence, and I'll type it, and then consider that I'm a student which has to create an essay and I am not sure if this sentence is grammatically correct, so that I'm directly addressing my problem. So as you can see, it has corrected my sentence and given an explanation considering that I am a student. GPT said, this version maintains the present tense by adding the word am, as you can see, which wasn't present in the first version of the sentence. Let's go ahead and watch this content adding methodology from another more advanced perspective. Let's go ahead and say that I want to create a text inviting my neighbors to a barbecue. Let's copy this idea from OpenAI. As you can see, if I type in this simple message, write a short and sweet text message inviting my neighbors to a barbecue, I'm going to get this really general and broad answer. However, let's go ahead and improve this prompt even further. So I've gone ahead and kept the first sentence the same as before, and then I've typed, the barbecue will be hosted at my house at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Explain that the weather looks like it's going to be sunny, and it's a perfect opportunity to meet. I have already purchased the meat for the barbecue. Ask him if you can bring some beverages as well. By doing like so, ChatGPT is going to add way more detail to the message. Let's go ahead and hit enter. And as you can see, we went from a GPT vibe message. We are firing up the grills this weekend and we'd love to have you join us for a fun barbecue gathering. Good food, good vibes, and good company guaranteed. Looking forward to catching up, which sounds really GPT. However, in the second part, we have We are hosting a barbecue at my place this Sunday at 1 p.m. and the weather forecast looks sunny, which is way more specific and provides actual information to the other person instead of would love to have you join us for a fun barbecue gathering, which is of course the case, otherwise you wouldn't be messaging your neighbors anyway. Perfect for grilling. I've got the meat covered. Would you be able to bring some beverages? And then it says it's going to be a great chance for us to catch up and enjoy some good food together. Let me know if you can making, and then I would probably remove this part. But as you can see, we have already an improved response just by adding some context. And now, instead of adding context, let's add an example. To do this, let's create a new chat, and let's take once again the language example. So I've gone ahead and typed a prompt which includes example. In this case, it is correct this sentence following the structure of the example. I love ChatGPT because, and here's the reason I've typed. So if I now type, I would love to eat pizza every day, it's going to transform into, I would love to eat pizza every day because correct spelling of pizza become pizza and capitalize day to day for consistent capitalization. And as you can see, it has completely copied and pasted the structure of my prompt in the response, which is what we wanted. So now, in this lesson, we have talked about the first bit of prompt engineering. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Now we know how to add context and examples. In the next lesson, we're going to get on 0, 1, and few shot prompting. So I'll see you there.